Next, first question, dimensions of stress are. So first of all, what is meant by stress? Equal to the ratio of force perpendicular to the area. Okay, force per unit area. You are applying the force along unit area, that is called stress. Suppose I am taking, this is a object, I am applying force along this direction. What happened? It will be move this direction. Okay, so applying the force on the object along area. Okay, what is the formula for force? We can write mass into acceleration, mass into acceleration by area. What is the units of the mass? In case of SI unit, kg. Acceleration is meter second power minus 2 by area is meter square. Here m will be gets cancelled. So kg, here m is there, it will comes into numerator, it will be becomes minus 1 second power minus 2. Now I am writing dimension formula for stress. This is the SI unit of the stress. Now I am going to write the dimension formula. So dimension formula for kg is m. Next, dimension formula for length. Here meter is the units of the length. Its dimension formula is L power minus 1. Next, second is units of time. Its dimension formula is T power minus 2. This is the dimension formula for the stress. M power 1, L power minus 1, T to the power of minus 2. So option C is the correct answer. Move to next question. Second question, taking into account of the significant figures, what is the value of 9.99 meter minus 0.0099 meters? So here concept is significant figure. So what is meant by significant figure? Here giving the two values. One is 9.99 meter. Next one is 0.0099 meter. So first of all, what is the significant figure of 9.99? After the point, how many decimals are having? That is the significant figure. So its significant figure is significant figure 2. So here there is no zero value. If there is no zero value, we can easily remove. So next coming to here 0.0099. So find out here also significant. Here any zero term is there? 0. So remove these two numbers. Remaining significant figures are 1, 2. So here significant figure is 2. After the decimal, if any having 0 number, remove it according to rules of the significant figures. That's why we are not considering 0 number. Okay, except that considering remaining numbers from 1 to 9. According to that 9.99, its significant figure is 2. 0.0099, here significant 2. I am removing these two numbers because 0. Coming to result, so both values have significant figure 2. So result having also significant figure is 2. Now I am subtracting this value is 9.99, here 0.0099, I am taking here 00. If you place these two terms, the value will be never changes, because here two values will be significant, we are not considering the significant. Subtract these values. So here 8, 0, 8, 9, your point is there, again here 9. So after the value 9.9808, what is the significant figure? Significant we are already decided, that is result has also having significant figure is 2. So I am removing 08. So here value is 9.98, its significant figure is 2. Okay, so answer is 9.98. its units are meter. So option A is correct. Move to next question. Third question. A screw gauge has least count of 0.01 millimeter. So least count of screw gauge is 0.01 millimeter is given, and there are 50 divisions in its circular scale. What is the readings of the circular scale is 50 divisions. The pitch of the screw. So find out the pitch value of the screw gauge. First of all, note down the values. Given that least count is 0.01 millimeter. Next, number of divisions on circular scale. (50). Find out the pitch of the screw. Next, what is the least count? Least count formula for screw gauge is pitch by number of divisions on circular scale. Okay, we are going to find the pitch equal to least count into number of divisions on circular scale. You know that least count of the screw gauge, its value is 0.01 into number of divisions on circular scale is 50. So its value is, we can write 0.01, we can write 1 into 10 to the power of minus 2 into 5 into 10 to the power of 1. So here value is 5 into 10 to the power of minus 1. We can write on as 0.5 millimeter. So its pitch value of the screw gauge is 0.5 millimeter. Okay. See the options. 0.5 millimeter. Option B is the correct. Move to next question. Fourth question. Time intervals measured by a clock given the follows reading: 1.25 second, 1.24 second, 1.27 second, 1.21 second, and 1.28 second. What is the percentage relative error of the observation? We are going to find the percentage relative error. First of all, what is the formula for relative error? Before that, I am note downing what are the readings. A1 equal to first reading is 1.25 second, A2 is 1.24 second, next A3 is 1.27 second, A4 is 1.21 second, A5 is 1.28 second. These are the 5 readings of time intervals. So I am going to find the relative error. Relative error is equal to delta A mean by A mean. What is meant by A mean? It is real value or accurate value or original value. Here A mean is real value or accurate value or absolute value. We are taking mean value. Okay. Next, delta A means change in the intervals. We can call it as the error value. Delta A mean called as the error value, that all values we can take the mean. First I am going to find the A mean. A mean equal to A1 plus A2 plus A3 plus A4 plus A5 by how many readings are there? Total 5 readings. Sum of the readings by total number of the readings. Here modulus is also there. If any negative value, it becomes positive. So what is the A1 value? 1.25, 1.24, 1.27, next 1.21, 1.28 divided by 5. What is the numerator value? Sum of the 1.25 plus 1.24 plus 1.27 plus 1.21 plus 1.28. 6.25 on numerator. 6.25 by 5. Its value is how many times gets cancelled? 1.25 second. So A mean value is 1.25 second. That is the A mean value. Next I am going to find the delta A mean value. First I am going to find the errors of delta A1, delta A2, delta A3, delta A4, delta A5 equal to A1 minus A mean. A1 is the error value minus A means is the original value. So A1 minus A mean. Similarly A2 error value minus actual value or real value is the A mean. Next similarly A3 minus A mean, A4 minus A mean, A5 minus A mean. We know that already A mean value, A1 value. A1 value is 1.25, A2 value is 1.24, 1.27, 1.21, 1.28. Subtract original value. So A mean original value is 1.25, 1.25, 1.25, 1.25, 1.25. Subtract here 0, here 0.01, here 0.02, here 0.04, here 0.03. Okay, these are the delta A1, delta A2, delta A3, delta A4, delta A5 values. Now I am going to find the delta A mean value. Is the sum of the errors, means delta A1 plus modulus of delta A2 plus modulus of delta A3 plus modulus of delta A4 plus modulus of delta A5 by total number of the readings 5. Okay, substitute all values. 0 plus delta A2, here minus 0.01, here modulus is there, its value becomes positive 0.01, A3 value 0.02, A4 value minus 0.01. Here modulus is there, it becomes positive. Next A5 value 0.03. By total number of readings 5. So numerator value is total 0.1 by 5, 0.02 second. So error value mean is 0.02 second. Now I am going to find the relative error. Relative error if you want percentage, relative error percentage is delta A mean by A mean into 100. If you want percentage, you will multiply with the 100. So delta A mean value 0.02 by delta A mean value 1.25 second into 100. So it's, this value is 0.016 into 100. So its value is 1.6%. So relative error is 1.6%. Okay. If you find out the relative error, first you have to find out the delta A mean. Delta A mean is the error value, mean error value by A mean is the actual mean value into 100. Okay. So here answer is 1.6%. See the options. Option C is the correct answer, 1.6%. Move to next question. Fifth question. In an experiment, the percentage of errors occurred in the measurement of physical quantities A, B and C and D are 1%, 2%, 3% and 4% respectively. Then the maximum percentage of error in the measurement of X. We have to find out the percentage error in the measurement of X, where X value is X equal to A square, B to the power of 1 by 2, C to the power of 1 by 3, D to the power of 3. So here we are going to find the percentage error. So percentage error of the X we can written as the delta X by X. This is the percentage error. X is the original value, delta X is the error value, is equal to the A square, means power is 2 into delta A by A. Its value, error percentage is already given 1%, plus 1 by 2 is the power value. Next delta B by B is the percentage value. Next to C power 1 by 3. So 1 by 3 into delta C by C. Next to D power 3 is there, 3 into delta D by D. Here we are going to find the percentage, multiply both sides into 100. This is the percentage formula for the X. Delta X by X equal to 2 is A to the power of 2. We can write it as the percentage error like that, power 2 into error percentage delta A by A. Next B can be written as power 1 by 2 into percentage error percentage delta B by B. Next to C to the power of 1 by 3 into delta C by C is the percentage error, plus D to the power of 3 means 3 into percentage error delta D by D into 100. If you want to find out the percentage error, multiply with 100. That is the percentage error. So we know that delta A by A, error value of the A, substitute that value, 2 into percentage error is 1. Next to 1 by 2, B percentage is 2, plus 1 by 3 into delta C by C, C percentage is 3. Next to 3 into delta D by D, percentage error is 4. 3 3 gets cancelled, 2 2 also gets cancelled. 2 into 1 2 plus 1 is there. Next here also 1, here also 12 into 100. So total how much? 2 plus 12, 14, 15, 16. So delta x by x percentage is 16%. So option B is the correct. Move to next question. Sixth question. A student measured the diameter of steel ball using screw gauge of least count 0.01 centimeter. Next, the main scale reading is 5 millimeter and 0 of circular scale divisions coincide with the 25 divisions above the reference of level. If screw gauge has 0 error is minus 0.004 centimeter, the correct diameter of the ball. What we are going to find here? Correct diameter of the steel ball. So we are going to find the diameter with the help of screw gauge, least count and main scale reading. Next circular scale divisions. Next 0 error. Okay. So what are the given data? I am note downing. Given that least count of screw gauge I am taking as LC is the least count, that is 0.001 centimeter. Next the main scale reading, I am taking as MSR is the main scale reading, that is the 5 millimeter. Next 0 of circular scale divisions, circular scale division is, I am taking circular scale division is CSD is the 25. 0 error of screw gauge is equal to minus 0.004 centimeter. Observe here, least count is 0.001 centimeter, main scale reading is 5 millimeter, 0 error is minus 0.004 centimeter. I am converting this millimeter is converted into centimeter. Here first I am taking what is the value of milli. Milli means 10 to the power of minus 3. 1 milli equal to 10 to the power of minus 3 meter. So next what we are doing here, meter is converted into centimeter. 1 meter equal to 10 to the power of 2 centimeter. So 10 to the power of 2 centimeter. Here 5 into 10 to the power of minus 1 centimeter. This we can write on as 0.5 centimeter. So main scale reading is 0.5 centimeter. Now what we are going to find here? Diameter of the steel ball. Diameter of the steel ball. So using that data I am going to find the diameter of the steel ball is MSR, main scale reading, plus CSD is the circular scale divisions into least count minus 0 error of the screw gauge. 0 error of the screw gauge. This is the formula for finding the diameter of the steel ball. We know that main scale reading main scale reading is 0.5 centimeter. Next, circular scale divisions 25. Least count is 0.001 minus error is minus here. Zero error value is minus 0.004 centimeter equal to 0.5 plus 25 into 0.001 multiply that value 0.025 minus into minus plus 0.004. What is the total value here? By adding these three values we get 0.529 centimeter. So diameter of the steel ball is 0.529 centimeter. I am taking diameter is the D equal to 0.529 centimeter. This is the answer. Now see the options here. Option D is the correct answer. Move to next question. Seventh question. In an experiment for 4 quantities A, B, C and D are measured with the percentage errors 1%, 2%, 3% and 4% respectively. Quantities P is calculated as follows. P equal to A cube B square by C into D. Percentage error in the P. We have to find out the percentage error in P. First of all, I am writing the formula for percentage error of P. So percentage error of P we can written as the percentage error means delta P is the error value by original value is equal to A cube is there. First we have to write the power value, power 3 into error value by real value. Next 2 into delta B by B, error value by real value of the B. Next here plus is there plus C. Here there is no power, so simply I am writing error value by real value. Next there is no power of D, so delta D by D. So if you find out the error, percentage error into multiply with the 100. Okay. So delta P by P percentage error is 3 into delta A by A. Its percentage is 1 plus 2 into delta B by B. Its percentage is 2. Next delta C by C. Its value is 3. Delta D by D. Its percentage is 4 into 100. Find out the total value. 3 into 1, 3 plus 2 to the 4 plus 3 plus 4 into 100. Next 4 plus 3, 7, 7, 14. So 14 percentage is the delta P by P percentage value. 14 percentage. Okay, see the options. Option C is the correct answer. These are the questions of units and measurements chapter. Next video we will discuss some more problems.
Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.